especially looking at where we're going as a country. Now is a time where we have to shift. We must have a sort of paradigm shift as it relates to the culture and how we deal with persons with disabilities. So I want to encourage, I think the only disability, and I've said that before, the only disability that anybody can have is the inability to see ability in somebody who has a disability. Yeah. So some of us who believe that because you're disabled you cannot do anything. I think that is the only disability, is the mindset that some of us have as it relates to persons with disabilities.
Minister responsible for persons with disabilities, Jeremiah Norbert, has called on society to be more accommodating to people with disabilities. Norbert has commended Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre for making disability inclusion a priority. 2024 marked a historic milestone in St. Lucian politics, with Prime Minister Pierre designating a specific ministry towards advancing the welfare of people with disabilities. St. Lucia and the rest of the world will observe International Day of Persons with Disabilities on Tuesday to promote the equitable inclusion of people with disabilities in all aspects of life.
I just want to take the opportunity to wish in advance Happy International Day of Persons with Disability to the community of persons with disability living in St. Lucia. And this year we celebrate under the global theme Amplifying Leadership of Persons with Disabilities for an Inclusive and Sustainable Future. And I would also thank the Prime Minister for seeing the need this year to give disability the type of recognition and the type of attention that it requires, by ensuring that he gave a specific ministry the responsibility to deal with disability and disability affairs. And we have done quite a bit from the time that we started through the ministry. I also want to thank the Department of Equity, who had the responsibility prior and who literally set they put down the groundwork for us, and we took it from them. It's just a baton, handing over of a baton, and we took it from them.
Activities have been organized to celebrate the International Day of Persons with Disabilities, including a ceremony at the Derek Walcott Square. The government continues to explore educational opportunities and procure prosthetic limbs for people with disabilities free of charge.
We've expanded the scholarship program to ensure that persons with disability now have an equal opportunity to be able to get a scholarship and to succeed. We're looking at putting together a disability registry. We've already started the groundwork as it relates to that. We've partnered with CARICOM and other agencies, international agencies, and Indian company to ensure that persons who are unable to afford a prosthetic limb, for instance, will have an opportunity to be able to get a prosthetic limb at no cost. And we know how the type of empowerment that comes with being able to, I can stand on my feet today because I have a prosthetic limb. And we know that some persons, the truth is, some people just cannot afford a prosthetic limb.
The government is also searching for a permanent home for the Ministry of Persons with Disabilities.
And as we speak, Prime Minister has already given us the go-ahead to go and get a space that is accessible to put because currently the Ministry of Disability Affairs is not a very accessible space. You would know number 5 Monjuro Street. So we're going, Prime Minister have given us the go-ahead and the all clear to go and get a space that is disability friendly and that is accessible. And we don't want it to just be the building that is going to be utilized for persons with disability. We don't just want it to be accessible, but the aim is moving forward, especially for our building codes and whatnot. Any building that is going to be providing a public good or public service to ensure that persons with disability can access these buildings, from elevators to ramps. The plan is to ensure moving forward that we're able to pass that type of disability-specific legislation that would create the type of empowerment that we're looking for persons with disability. And as Minister, I pledge to continue to be the voice for those persons in the community.
St. Lucia is taking steps to improve the lives of the differently able. In 2020, it ratified the Convention for the Rights of Persons with Disabilities and is currently drafting a national disability policy.
I want to just wish everybody in St. Lucia who has a disability, and I want to thank those caregivers, those family members who have been providing care for persons with disability, a happy International Disability Day.
Gina Filippi, HDS News Force.